Dubai, Ella Beach.
Welcome back to Off the Clock with the interns,
What's
the
up?
soon-to-be #1 podcast in the world.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Aidan, Grant, how are we doing today?
Man, I tell you, just from the last 5 minutes of setting up for this podcast, the energy is high. This is going to be a great episode.
Guys,
We're glad you guys are joining us.
I'm going to say one word. We are vibing.
Vibing.
Grant
Vibing.
has found a new word.
No, this is an old word.
I mean, it's an old word he's been using, but like
Facts.
it's been like tripled in the amount of use over the last like week.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
it was like vibe every other sentence,
And now it's like
vibe every other word. Yeah.
Yes.
So Grant has been saying vibe a lot.
Long story short.
So I think we're going to talk about some movies. Grant's got a couple questions for us in the movie department, which Grant is a connoisseur of.
Yeah,
That's
it
an-
honestly
that's an
kind of
absolute-
scares me.
That's
It's-
absolutely worded.
Thank you.
It scares me.
It's great.
Yeah, so we all watch movies. We all have opinions on movies. So I wanted
Like
to
how bad Eternals is. I'm sorry.
so
Call back.
go tune in to our second episode of Off the Clock with the interns to hear more on that conversation.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I just had some kind of random, kind of fun questions. First off, what's your favorite movie? In your opinion, like what is the best movie that, you vibe with?
Okay, so my favorite movie is a little unorthodox, but I just think it's so funny.
Okay.
So, Welcome to the Jungle, Jumanji.
Okay.
With The Rock and Kevin Hart.
I vibe with
I
that.
think it's so
Dude,
funny. I love it.
That movie's hysterical.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Dude, that's great. What do you like about it? Like just like in general.
Well, first of all, the cast I think was just perfect, and I
Kevin
watched. Yes, Kevin Hart. I'm a
Kevin Hart was
huge
the
Kevin
goat.
Hart fan.
He's so good.
And then I also watched like all the behind the scenes like footage of them like messing with each other and
Yeah.
all the interviews they did, and it just makes the movie so much funnier because I heard like all of the jokes that got cut and the jokes like how the jokes came to be.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. So a lot of the way they play off each other and the way they act and the way they play the characters and just it's honestly an absurd thing too. Like just the storyline of a 16-year-old kid being inside Dwayne Johnson's
Right.
body.
That's
Or
nice.
Popular teenage girl being in
Jack Black.
Black's
Yeah.
body. It's just it's so absurd.
No, that is hilarious.
The casting is phenomenal.
yes.
Also, just on that, can we talk about how bad Dwayne Johnson's like New York accent is in that movie that he does when like the old man's inside his body? Like it's
I don't know.
horrendous.
I'm sure.
Wait, is that the second one?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's so bad.
I haven't actually seen the second one.
Are we in
serious?
Florida?
It's so
Florida.
I mean, I feel like that kind of like works though. I mean, it can be a
I
bad
know, it
accent.
was
still fun.
hysterical. Yeah,
Uh,
it was great.
Also, shout out to Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart having like one of the best celebrity relationships
Absolutely. The
ever.
it's
bromance
so
is
funny.
real.
It is, but they are hysterical together. Watch
really
any
are.
interviews. Anyway, all right, Ian, hit me with your favorite movie.
See, this is so hard.
You have
I
to
don't
decide.
know.
You have to decide.
I can't say that like 100%, like with 100% confidence that this is my like favorite movie, but one of my absolute favorites, and so I'm just gonna say this one is Monty Python and the Holy
No,
Grail.
yes, that's great.
It's so funny.
What do you love about it? Just I don't know.
Dude, it's just ridiculous. Like
Yes.
honestly, and how it switches between like that crazy cartoon animation and then like the acting or like the guy with the coconuts like riding behind or like walking
Yes.
behind
'Cause
King
they didn't have
Arthur
enough money.
like banging the coconuts together.
Or like the
It's
ending,
hysterical.
which is sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen a 50-year-old movie. But
I
it
haven't
ends.
seen it, just FYI.
Oh, you've
my
gotta
gosh.
watch
You
So
chose- I need
after
to,
this
yeah.
episode, we're going to watch Monty Python.
Yeah, we are.
But like it ends with like I don't know the whole movie ending and like the police coming because
Dude, it's so
they ran
funny.
out of money.
Yeah, they arrest like the
They
entire.
arrest
They're in the
everybody.
middle of like about to have
like,
a battle, and then the cops come in and just arrest everybody.
But because they didn't have enough money, it's so
it
funny.
was hysterical.
That movie definitely on definitely hilarious.
Recommend that so highly. You've got to watch that. Grant, what about you? What's your
So I feel
favorite
bad
movie?
not saying a comedy after this. Like I don't
No,
know.
it's fine.
Because y'all just gave some
Also, just shout out real quick. Dune
Dune is
is phenomenal.
phenomenal movie.
So good. Like definitely up there for me.
Yeah.
It's great.
We
Yeah.
need Spencer to talk about Dune.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah,
wait.
we
We'll
do.
have to wait for the Spencer episode
Hunter.
because
Yeah,
Good
they definitely
Lord.
have
they
opinions.
love Dune.
lot.
My favorite movie. So I watch a lot of movies. I have different favorites that kind of shuffle around.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you my top 3 in general. So I love Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, that's so good. That's a great movie.
If you've not seen that movie,
please watch
it is so funny. I love Blair Benfield's gonna hate this. I love The Princess Bride.
Hey, great movie. Great movie.
It is endlessly rewatchable. I laugh every time.
It's great.
Hopefully someday I'll get to like do a play of it or something. I don't know. I would love to do that. And then my final favorite movie is La La Land. I'll talk too much about that, so I'm just not going to. But if you haven't seen it, please go watch it.
Can you go just slightly more in depth why La La Land? Because I was not the biggest fan of that movie.
I don't know. It's just like from a filmmaking standpoint, it's phenomenal. And I just love the story. I love the music. I love the vibe. I'm gonna sneak this word.
The vibe was awesome.
The vibe. No, it is. It is awesome. And I don't know. I just love how like it blends reality and fantasy in ways that I feel like not a lot of movies have ever done. And then I just absolutely adore Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. I think they're phenomenal actors and actresses.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are my top 3. So I don't know. That'll give you a general gauge of who I am as a person.
Here's a question.
Okay.
What do you guys like to watch movies on? Do you stream Netflix, Disney Plus?
I mean,
HBO?
obviously Netflix is like the go-to.
Yeah.
But they're so bad, like with their movie. Like sometimes they'll have like a ton of great movies on there. Like right now, Monty Python's on there. The Other Guys is on there. Like a bunch of like hysterical movies. And then there's other times there's just like nothing on there. So
I was really sad when they took Ace Ventura.
Yes.
Hey, that movie.
Netflix.
That movie's so
I
good.
vibe with that movie.
Yeah.
It's so good. But like, yeah, I say Netflix is like my go-to.
Yeah,
and
me
then
too.
Amazon after that. Just rent a movie for like $4.
Oh,
It's
nice.
terrible.
I mean, I obviously this doesn't count, but I prefer movie theaters above everything. I think
for
that like
sure.
Oh well, especially recently with all the COVID stuff. Like
Growing the
there's
appreciation for movie theaters.
There's been some debate between like, do I stream this movie on the streaming service or do I go to the theater? Please go to a theater. Especially for like the filmmakers, they do a lot of stuff and they like mix sound and they shoot. They format their movies for movie theaters.
Absolutely.
Movies are meant to be seen in theaters, at least most of the time. So I would definitely recommend going to see a movie in theaters. But
it's a vibe though, like seeing a movie in theaters, especially if you go to like one of the theaters that has like
theaters.
Is that a dinosaur?
I vibe with the theater. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. That was me. Okay.
That was incredible.
Continue, Ian.
I don't even know what I'm saying now, bro.
Aiden, please do not cut that.
Absolutely not.
No, that's gold.
I honestly don't even know what I'm saying. Oh, like if you go somewhere that has like recliner seats.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is, like there's one at the. I'm not
Here-
even to say
I
the
vibe
word.
with
and
that.
Oak Ridge is like,
Quick
it's
thought.
got recliners. It's
Yes,
amazing.
yes.
Opinion on Cinnabar.
I've never actually been.
I'm not a fan.
I haven't either.
I've never.
Full
actually
disclosure, I've never been to
See,
Cinnabar.
I think it sounds like a great idea.
I went one time. And see, the cool thing is you get a drink, you can refill the drink. I mean, like you can't like just get it like at your seat. You got to get up and go to the bar and refill your drink. Dr. Pepper, by the way.
Plug in for our last
and then
episode.
you order food and you have seats that recline and they move and there's a lot of leg room and that's great. But the
Yeah.
food is the problem. So I got nachos. If anybody knows me, I'm a big nacho guy.
Oh
and
my
these
gosh, she
nachos
loves them so
were
much.
cold, so just cold.
Ew,
and it was
really?
just, they were really cold and they were not good. I was very sad. So,
But I wonder
the
if you
whole
got-
experience is good, but it's also expensive, and the
Yeah.
food is
Like
subpar in
subpar?
my
Yeah.
in my
I wonder if you got
experience.
something different off the menu, you would have a different opinion.
That is very possible.
Like if you only
Very
got
possible.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. You'd probably be like, Cinnabar all the way.
Best place
Just
you
like
could
a
ever
tub
go.
of Dr. Pepper, just like scooping it out.
So the thing about Cinnabar for me, and just in general, like I try not to drink a lot of like anything in movies because I don't want to have
You
to.
don't
Like,
want to leave, and
I don't
want
wanna
to
leave halfway through the
I'm
movie,
the
have to use the
same
restroom.
way.
Yeah,
I actually did that during Dune. Like I went to like opening night showing, I think in IMAX or whatever, and I got a water. Dumbest decision of my life because I had to use the
Yeah.
restroom so bad afterwards.
See, but if you've got candy, like I've got to have a water.
Yeah, I feel that.
So it's like,
especially if it's like really rich or something.
Right.
Really
Yeah.
rich
Or like
candy.
popcorn, like just it's salty and it dries you out.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you've got to have water
Yeah.
for
I
that.
don't know. So I try not to like eat
Or
or drink a
Dr.
lot,
Pepper.
but I do want to go to Cinnabar at some point just for the,
Yes,
just for
sir.
the vibe. I'll get a Dr. Pepper just for Aiden.
Hey,
So
Oh,
okay,
but 2 years, Grant. You said 2 years. You haven't had a soft drink. Don't break
that's
it.
true.
Break the streak for me, man. Come on.
I would do it for you, Aiden. I would break the streak for you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
There's a handful of people I would break the streak for.
I'll just
You
say-
guys
Am I
are
one of those
them.
people?
Yes, you.
Aw.
My
Thanks, Grant.
entire, you guys know I invested in Dr. Pepper. If you don't know about that, watch the last,
Go listen to the last episode.
But I really think that it was
Shameless
the
plug.
best decision because as of now,
gosh.
all my stocks are down in my portfolio except for the Keurig Dr. Pepper company. So
Let's
it's
go.
kind of like
Is it up?
The
Or is it
universe is
just, like,
sending-
chilling?
Keurig Dr. Pepper is up.
I think
Nice.
it's especially up since we recorded a podcast about it.
yeah,
it's
that's
true.
exactly
They
why.
heard that, and there- people are like, "Oh,
Yeah.
dang! I'm gonna go buy some Dr. Pepper. Help Aiden out." You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I think I'll try the Cinnabar someday, but I don't know.
Grant, we can go to Cinnabar.
Well, we will. How about we all go to the
Let's go
Cinnabar
to Cinnabar.
and try to watch Monty Python?
Try to record a podcast.
No, try to-
in a cinnabar.
During
In the
a
middle of
movie.
the movie, be like, "Shut up! You shut up! We're recording a podcast, you idiot!"
you hear like explosions in the background. Okay. I want to transition to another kind of movie related question. So we're all in high school.
Yep.
What is the best like movie for high schoolers?
Oh,
It can be a comedy, it can be a
Yikes.
drama, like whatever.
Oh, I
What
don't
is
know,
the
man.
best movie like you think for a high schooler?
I don't know if there's an. I don't even know if I have an answer to that.
I definitely have an answer.
Do you want to start us? Because I honestly have no.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
So I don't know. I say this with caution because this movie doesn't always promote the right things. But I think The Breakfast Club is one of the best movies for high schoolers because it's about all these misfits in detention together on a Saturday morning, and they have to like I don't know. They have to sit through detention together, and they don't get along, during their normal school hours. But because of this, detention that they're all stuck together, they learn a lot from each other. And it's kind of like you have your jock, you have your, stuck up rich girl, and then you have like, I don't know, your emo girl, and then you have like the nerdy kid, and, you have your outcast guy. I don't know, like there's like a lot of different social
Yeah.
groups, like, but they all like kind of band together. So I think like watching that movie was really cool for my high school experience because I don't know, I love like seeing all these like different social groups like actually like get along.
Yeah.
But I also, that movie does not always promote the right things. So I say that, kind of as a pretense. And then another movie, which I know you guys can comment on,
Okay.
is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh my gosh!
That movie
Okay.
made my high school.
Yeah.
I honestly think you can throw in Far From Home too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
both,
both
of
of
those.
them.
Oh yeah.
I think those together are like I don't know because they're just so. I don't know.
No, they go together.
they're
Well, it's
so
because like the senior, not the
pure,
senior
I
trip, like,
guess.
but like the Europe trip is.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of high schoolers on
Yeah.
a trip in
Right.
Europe, and Peter's falling in love, and like all this. It's pretty. I love those movies.
No, I love those
Those
movies.
are great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I really don't have one. Like
You-
I've never thought about that. That's a
I don't
great
know.
question. Besides those like Spider-Mans, like those are
Yeah.
those are great.
I don't honestly
but
have one. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Well,
That's
Good
something to
question,
think
though.
about.
yeah.
If any of y'all have
Yeah.
movies, please
Please.
DM us or email us.
We do
the
have an
movies.
email.
We do have an
Do we?
email.
Have,
And
we do. Yeah.
Unlike
Okay, we
last
decided
episode,
that.
we know what it is off the top of our heads.
I don't know what it is.
So
off the top of my
interns
head.
off the clock at gmail.com.
Interns
Cool.
off
Aiden
the
knows
clock
what
at
it is.
Gmail. All right,
It'll
there
be
you
linked
go.
below.
That's amazing.
All right, well, that's kind of all the questions I have for movies. I think for
Nice.
today. I think we can go to some dumb questions with Ian.
Yeah. So I've
Is it
got
time?
like one just amazing dumb question.
Okay.
Yeah. So here it is. If you ate yourself, would you be double the size or would you disappear?
Wait, repeat the question.
If you ate yourself,
If you ate yourself,
would you be double the size or would you disappear? Now think about that.
I have an answer, but I want to hear Aiden's first.
wait, I'm still like lost on the question.
Like, if you
so
eat you, do you
It-
become times 2 or do you become 0?
so do I just like cease to exist?
Yeah, or do
Yes.
you like become
Or do you
twice
become-
the size?
Like the size
Because
of
you're
two
eating
Aidens.
yourself.
Because
We had to like explain this math to
at
Aiden.
first thought you're like I disappear, but then you're like, wait a second though. But if I eat something else, I would become larger. So if you eat yourself, wouldn't you just become larger? I mean, logically.
We're tracking now.
Yeah.
We're tracking now. I know what the question means.
Oh my gosh.
Lord.
So what's your answer, Aiden?
I want to say larger. I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
Right.
You know, it'd be pretty cool.
There you go.
Where do you
I
come
vibe
up
with that.
I don't know where you pulled this out of.
Oh man, this is definitely one of your most interesting dumb questions.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Grant?
I'm gonna whip out some science here.
Whip out some science.
My
bro.
science teacher's like cringing at everywhere I'm up. She's like, "No, Grant, this is dumb." No. The law of conservation of mass. If you ate yourself,
What?
just trust, just vibe.
I'm vibing.
If you ate yourself, you would neither become twice the size or not cease to exist. You would stay the same size. So I would say that you just remain the same size. It's like
wow.
because it's like you're just recycling yourself. Think of it that way.
My brain is like
I broke the question.
like glitching.
Well, I mean, that
What?
makes
It makes
sense.
sense.
Well, like the pure equation of eating yourself doesn't. the pure equation of
Run that
eating
back.
yourself.
The pure mathematical equation of eating yourself.
It doesn't really make much sense to begin with.
Oh Lord.
So I love that you're like the law of conservation of.
Hey, look, we're vibing, okay?
Oh my gosh. So you would wow. I'm still like tripping out on that. I don't know. I feel like you would I don't even know, Grant, what to say after that. You like completely just broke my brain.
I created like a new reality with that question.
You did. I'm
I-
like so confused right now.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to think about life anymore.
that's it. So some new music drops.
I got nothing.
So some new music. I can't. Some new music dropped last Friday.
Again.
And I feel like we're all like relatively musical people. So
Oh, yeah.
we
we just did a whole episode.
we
on
did
it. Plug
go
number 3.
go tune into our last episode, or the episode before that, or the episode before that. Yeah,
The shameless plugs.
we are all musicians here, and 2 songs dropped on Friday that we both know and like the artist. So one song is "That's Hilarious" by Charlie Puth,
Oh, yeah.
and another song is "First Class" by Jack Harlow. And I don't want to debate these 2 songs, but I have an
Oh my
opinion.
gosh.
I have an opinion, at least on Charlie Puth's new song. That's hilarious. I
Dude,
straight
let's
up
hear
think it's the best song he's ever written.
Mm.
Wait, which song?
That's hilarious. I think That's Hilarious is the best song. I think it's the best song Charlie Puth has ever written.
Okay, I love the song, but I gotta think. I think "Boy" is better.
No, it's Light
Nah.
Switch for sure.
No.
No.
Hey, Light Switch is a bop,
totally
but it
playing.
is
I'm
not.
playing. I'm playing.
Okay, why do you think Boy is better?
Well, the groove.
I agree with that.
The groove is
The vibe.
incredible. The feeling that you get, the singability, the nod your head
Yeah.
ability to it is just
Just
insane.
nod your head.
I love that.
I just love the way that the song was put together, and just kind of the upbeat thing where you first put it on and you don't really know where the beat one falls.
Yeah.
And the jazzy offbeat piano solo or
Yeah,
the Rhodes solo in the
sure.
end, and
Yeah.
the vocal performance. It's just a great song. On the opposite of that, I think from a lyrical and songwriting standpoint, you could definitely argue that That's Hilarious is
Well,
better.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Purely on the video that Charlie posted of him crying about
Yeah.
when he wrote the song.
Well,
I resonate more with oh my gosh.
That's Hilarious.
Thank you. That's hilarious.
yeah, I know you
So
do.
I think so yeah, personally I prefer that one. But like
Yeah.
also if we're just talking about Charlie Puth songs, Up All Night.
Oh,
Aiden-
that's an awesome song.
Aiden sent me that one
Awesome song.
at
Yeah.
a time in my life. Aiden knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
But yeah, that one's really, really good. Love that song. But yeah, I like That's Hilarious better, honestly. Grant, why do you think that one's his best one though?
Okay, I
I'm
do
interested to
think
hear this.
the lyrics are. I think from a lyrical perspective, it's brutally honest, but also like really witty. Like his rhymes. Like you don't hear a song that rhymes delirious and hilarious, ever. But I think like it doesn't like come off as too like odd or funny. Like it feels really genuine.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like it comes from a very strong emotional place in his life. And I also love the production of it because I feel like it's really simple, but it
it's
hits
so
really
tasty.
hard.
It's so good.
So tasty. Yes, it's a vibe. And I also so another question I had on That's Hilarious. Do you think the song is too short?
Oh, I was so sad when it finished.
Yeah, because it's like
very
two.
short.
It's like 2.5 minutes, which is relatively
So here's
short.
a question off that question.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I do feel like it's too short. Do you feel like songs in general nowadays are becoming too short? Because I just wrote a song that I sent to both of y'all.
Yeah,
And, like, it's probably like 2.5 minutes.
I mean, right now, yeah.
Well, and it probably will still be when I finish it. It's not going to be super long unless
Yeah.
I add, like, another
If you
verse to it.
or add an instrumental or something.
But, like, yeah, potentially. But I feel like a lot of songs, like a lot of the singles that have been released recently, like even Sean's single,
And as it was,
like those were both short.
yeah.
Oh, there's actually absolutely a case for this. Like, look to the music of the 70s. Look at Stevie Wonder. Like, they had
Right.
long intros, long
Right.
instrumental sections in the songs before the vocals would come in.
And it's like those are gone now.
Something we don't really do anymore.
I agree.
Are y'all for that or against that?
I think it depends on the song. Like,
Yeah.
for me, there's some songs that I'm like, this is too long. I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head,
Yeah.
but I know there are some songs that I'm like, I don't need another minute of this, and there's still another minute left. But at the same time, with something like That's Hilarious,
You need another minute of that.
I was like,
Yeah.
well, it also like I wanted to live in the world just a little bit longer,
Yeah.
and soak in it and
Sure.
vibe.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like it definitely depends on the song because I feel like something like As It Was, like it was short, but I feel like it was concise. Some songs don't like need another verse. Some songs are
Sure.
good being shorter. So I don't know. I think it depends on the song. I would have preferred a little bit more of That's Hilarious, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I don't think it didn't need another minute.
Then
Yeah,
you've got like
yeah.
First Class, and that one was like perfect. in
Yeah.
every way.
I think First Class was a great song.
It's a banger, man.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow is on one right now, and I am here for it.
I'm all for the rise of Jack Harlow.
It is.
Yeah.
It's special. Jack Harlow's a different breed, to say the least.
He's got an album dropping
He
on
does. I'm so excited.
May 6th, I think.
Plug it, man.
Maybe.
I think so.
I don't know. It's coming real soon.
Hey
though.
Jack, if you if you're listening to our
Also,
podcast,
would you like to come on the podcast?
we would love
We
to
would
have
love to have you on the podcast.
you on the
Jack.
podcast.
Please
Same
come.
with you, Charlie,
And you, Logan
and Harry,
Paul.
and Logan Paul, and Shawn Mendes. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Those are kind of just some musical thoughts I had, but
Nice.
I don't know.
Nice.
So just kind of on the That's Hilarious thing. I got to listen to That's Hilarious
Oh no.
about
Yes.
12 hours before the rest of the United States got to hear it.
Aiden, how
The
did you?
amount of work Aiden has put into this, like I'm just
Well-
to be able to listen to this stuff like 3-4 hours before it actually. It's,
Well,
before
okay,
it actually
it's
dropped?
impressive.
So
How did you manage this?
So this was it was actually kind of funny. So I first did this with John Mayer's album Sob Rock.
yeah,
of course.
Heard it about 8 to 10 hours before it came out in the US, or in the eastern US at least.
yeah.
So when you release a song, you can choose to have it release at obviously whatever time you want, but you can choose it to be that time universally, like whatever it is in your time zone, it comes out at that same relative time for whatever other time, or it just comes out at, for example, midnight in whatever time zone you're in.
Yeah.
So for the case of That's Hilarious, that's the latter was what Charlie did. So I was able to go and obtain a Spotify account registered to Singapore, so that I could be in quote Singapore and listen to the song that was already released in Singapore.
Only you would do
So-
this. Only.
We cannot condone these actions because Spotify might get mad at us, and we stream our podcast on Spotify.
Oh frick!
Spotify, we love you.
Spotify, we adore
Spotify, don't cancel us,
you. Do not cancel us.
please.
That was a fantastic episode.
was
Thank you
awesome.
guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Yes, we will. See y'all.
Dubai. Guys, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. If you want to watch our last video or keep up with our latest podcast, click right up here. And if you want to subscribe to Off the Clock YouTube, click right down there. Hit the bell if you want to get any notifications, and we'll see you guys next time.